Next dryer is the spray dryer, a very important for the internal, external, and a very important question. Spray dryer, as the name indicates, something is getting sprayed, something here nothing but the feed material is getting sprayed and it is dried. And whenever we are using the word spray, we can replace it with the word atomizer. Okay, so principle of this spray dryer, it looks like this spray dryer, and the principle here involves that the fluid droplets are atomized matlab spray. Okay, the fluid droplets are atomized into the fine droplet, matlab the fluid droplets are sprayed in the form of fine droplet, and that fine droplets are allowed to get in contact with the hot air. Okay, whenever the fluid in the form of spray are getting in contact with the hot air, the particles get dried completely, and the dried particles are collected here in the receiver. Okay, it's a simple process, but here it involves lot of inlets and onlets are present. So the fluid to be dried is atomized into fine droplet, which is thrown radially. Okay, which is thrown radially into the moving stream of hot air. Means hot air is also allowed to pass, and it comes in contact with the hot air. Temperature of the droplet is immediately increased because it is getting in contact with the hot air, and the increased, and the fine droplet, it will be dried completely or instantly. In this process completes in few seconds, and the droplet, it will reach the wall of the dryer. Okay, here completely drying of the particle take place in this chamber. The construction of the spray dryer, that apparatus looks like this, is having two chambers. First chamber is called as drying chamber, other part is the cyclone separator. In the drying chamber we can see the feed inlet. Through this the feed is allowed to pass, and here there is a hot air inlet. Okay, and this is a way in which the particle is completely getting atomized here. Okay, this is a drying chamber, this is cyclone separator. In cyclone separator you will be seeing separation of the dried particles in one side and moving of vapors on the upside. Okay, it consists of a large cylinder drying chamber which is having a short conical bottom made up of stainless steel. It is made up of stainless steel. The diameter of this chamber ranges from 2.5 to 9 meter, and the height is around 25 meter. Okay, so we have inlet for hot air as present at the top, and another inlet for spray disc. This is tangential air inlet, matlab it is giving some kind of atomizer or a pump, so that the air will be completely pushed inside the drying chamber. Okay, so we have one tangential air inlet, hot air inlet, liquid feed, and this is drying chamber, and this is one is a cyclone separator separating the vapor and the dried particles. Okay, now the working of this spray dryer, it involves three steps. Okay, first step is the atomization of the liquid, drying of the liquid droplet, recovery of the dried product. Matlab completely drying involves three steps. First is atomization of the liquid, drying of the liquid droplet, and recovery of the dried product. As the name indicates, first one, atomization of the liquid. Matlab liquid we are using the liquid in the form of a spray. Atomization matlab spray. Okay, so how to convert the liquid into spray? By using the tangential air inlet or atomizer or pump, we can say. By using that things we can convert the liquid into in the form of a spray. Now automation of the liquid to form a liquid droplet. Feed is introduced through the atomizer through gravity or by any pump to form fine droplet. Okay, feed is introduced into the chamber by using any kind of pump or atomizer to form a fine droplet. Selection of atomizer is very important because the property of the final product depend upon the droplet form. Okay, what kind of droplets we want, what kind of product we want, small product or a larger size product, that all depend upon the atomizer. Okay, feed rate is adjusted such a way that droplet should be completely dried before reaching the wall of the drying chamber. Okay, here the feed rate should be adjusted such a way that the liquid particle should be dried completely before reaching the drying chamber. And one more thing is, products should not be overheated. Okay, so here completely drying take place. Next one is the drying of the liquid droplet. First is conversion of liquid to liquid atomized form. Now we are drying that liquid. Fine droplets are dried by supplying the hot air. Okay, surface of the liquid, first surface of the liquid, it will get in contact. This is liquid droplet, for example. It will get in contact with the hot air. What happens after getting in contact with the hot air? First, the outer shell of the liquid, it will form a thick shell surrounding it. A tough shell is formed surrounding that liquid droplet. Now what happens? The liquid present inside the droplet, will try to diffuse out. Okay, but during that process of diffusion, when it is coming in contact with the hot air, the diffusion will stop completely, because the hot air velocity is more than that of rate of diffusion. The hot air velocity is more than that of rate of diffusion of the liquid, hence diffusion will be stopped there only, and the liquid inside will also be completely dried. Liquid cannot be diffused. Why? Because the hot air velocity is more when compared to the rate of diffusion of the liquid present inside it. Okay, and the liquid will be getting dried completely. Now next point is recovery of the dried product. Now here centrifugal forces are taking place inside whenever the atomizer is activated. Centrifugal forces take place inside, and after drying of the product here, due to centrifugal forces, the dried product is completely directed toward the cyclone separator here. Okay, centrifugal forces, it pushes the material from the drying chamber to the cyclone separator here, and cyclone separator, the dried product is completely collected, and any vapors are evaporated from the top of the cyclone separator. Okay, so three processes are there: atomization of the liquid, drying of the liquid chamber, recovery of the dried product. Okay, drying of the fine liquid droplet. Fine droplets are dried by supplying hot air. First there will be a formation of tough shell, and the inside material liquid will try to diffuse out, but the diffusion is stopped. Why? Because the velocity of outside hot air is more than that of rate of diffusion, hence diffusion will be stopped. Inside water will be completely dried out. And the third step is recovery of dried product. It is recovered by using the centrifugal forces, and it directs the material cyclone separator, where separation of the dried product and the vapors are moved outside take place. Okay, now uses, it is used for better product is obtained, quantity is more than products which are obtained are thermolabile and hygroscopic quality, and we have a list of materials which are dried by using this dryer. Check from Xavier Subramaniam.